Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. So today we're going to be doing a quick video, a quick install on the Kia Telluride. This is a 2021 Kia Telluride, is the Nightfall package with the blackout grille and wheels and all that. And the color is wolf gray. If anybody is interested, it was a new color for 2021 on the Telluride. Absolutely love it. This is the EX model. So the one step higher is the SX. And unfortunately, in the SX, you get the Homelink mirror, but you don't get it in any other lower trim. So you spend 50 grand on an EX and you don't get a Homelink mirror. And by Homelink mirror, I mean able to open the garage door, have presets in your mirror, which is kind of ridiculous. I feel like basically every single car these days comes with it. So I don't know why they didn't include it, especially in the EX. I feel like it should be at least in the EX and SX. But nonetheless, the nice part about it in the EX, it's actually already wired. So all you gotta do is remove the current one, which is auto dimming at least. And then you simply just plug in the new Homelink mirror and you're all set. It also has a compass in the mirror, so it's 2 extra features. So I ended up picking my Homelink mirror. I ended up searching around looking for one. I ended up finding the Kia Telluride Homelink mirror that comes in the SX. It comes with 3 different presets that you can, have 3 different doors to open. If anybody is interested, this is the part number that you're going to need, S9F62AU000. This is for the Telluride. Now there's probably other models that you can get that are very similar. I didn't want to risk it, even though they may have been a little bit cheaper and it not fit. So I ended up just buying the one that, was dedicated for the Telluride. Another thing that it does come with is the wiring. So if you have an S model or an LX model, I believe you're going to need this in order to get power. But since I already have power wired in the EX for the auto dimming, you don't need to do any extra wiring. You literally just plug it right into the back right here. You can see the little plug and you're all set. So very, very simple on an EX. With an S or LX, it takes a little bit more work if you want to get this done. So all you EX guys, super, super simple. The price of this is around I think I paid $250 for it. You might be able to find it a little bit cheaper, like $220 or so. But yeah, I'm really excited about this because we've just been using the basic, the little remote to open the garage door. And it bothers the heck out of me because the little remote moves all around in the armrests and all that. So let's get this knocked out. I'll show you how to do it real quick. And yeah, so let's get started. All right, so this is what we're looking at. This is the normal auto dimming mirror. So it has a little button here. It's kind of hard to see. So it at least has auto dimming, but it does not have the Homelink, the buttons at the bottom, nor does it have the compass, which is not really necessary, but it's a nice little feature in the new one. So there's a couple plastic covers. You can see these little plastic pieces. All we're gonna do is pop them off and then you'll get access to the little screw there and the plug, and then we'll be able to take it out. All right, so as you can see, this is the cover. This little cover goes over top, so you can just slide that out, and then this whole piece comes off. So very, very simple. Now we have access to the screw and the plug in the back, which I'll show you real quick. This is the screw that we're going to be undoing. This is what's actually holding it onto the mount on the glass. I believe it's a T20 or T25. I'll let you know in a second once I test which one fits. And then you can see right up here is where the plug. So we're going to first unscrew this and get it off the mirror so we have access to the little clip on the plug. It's a little bit easier. It's kind of hard to get your hand in there, so I suggest unscrewing it from the glass first. All right, so after checking out the bolt, it is a T20. So you're gonna need one of these, a T20. Then you're simply just going to need some type of screwdriver that accepts these bits. Unless you actually have Torx screwdrivers. I just have the little attachments. So now all we're going to do is simply loosen this screw, which is not too tight at all. Now, if you notice, it's not going to fall off right away because it's actually on a little mount on the windshield. So all you're going to do after you unscrew it is slide it up, and then you're going to have access to the plug right here. So if you look kind of close, you can see a little tab right on the top here. You're just going to push that in and then pull the plug out. And there we go. We got the mirror out. Now let's get the new Homelink mirror plugged in and screwed onto the little mount, and we'll be set. The shape of it is actually a little bit different. As you can see, it kind of bows out on top, where this one kind of bows out on the bottom. So it almost looks inverted, but it is a little bit bigger on the top and the corners. So it is a little bit different shape. You actually get a little bit more mirror, which is actually kind of nice because you can see a little bit more. And if you could kind of look, you can see the little screen for the compass in there. but you know, it's hidden when it's off. So you can see this, the plugs are exactly the same. The stalk is exactly the same. The finish is a little bit different. This finish is a little bit nicer. This is a little bit more shiny and kind of scratchy. This is a little bit more smooth. So this is definitely a nicer mirror overall, if that, you know, if you're really looking at all the details, but you can kind of see the difference here. This one looks a little bit cheaper because obviously it is. But yeah, this one looks a little bit nicer. So I'm really excited to get this in. So let's hop back in the car, plug it in, screw it on. And then once you get it all hooked up and everything, you're going to have to calibrate the compass, which I'll show you exactly how to get that calibrated. And then we'll be done. The first thing that we're going to do is just plug it in. It's a little bit easier to do it when it's, you know, not on the mount. So that's plugged in. There we go. Now we're going to take our little T20 screw, which it actually comes with one, which I didn't notice, and screw it in. Last but not least, we are going to slide the panel on so it covers all the ugliness. Clip that in. We are all set, so let's turn on the car, then we'll go to program the garage and I'll show you how to calibrate the compass. So we got it hooked up, so now let's turn the car on. All right, so the car is on. As you can see the little C there, that just means calibrate. So what we're going to do is go out and actually drive for a little bit. I've heard a couple ways to do this. You have to go out and drive and do a couple circles each way and then it'll calibrate. But I also heard you can just drive around and it'll eventually you know, end up working. First and foremost, I want to make sure that the garage buttons actually work. So all I'm going to do is take my little remote, hold it down, and hold the mirror. As you can see, it's blinking green, so that means it has been coded. Hit it again, and we should be set. Now that I programmed it to the first little button right here, I don't know if you can tell behind me, but the garage door is open. So now all I'm gonna do is hold it, and the garage door is closing. I don't know if you could be able to see that. Yeah, you can see it, there you go. So we are all set. So now what we're going to do is go out and get that calibrated. So I'm just going to drive around first and see if it does anything. If not, I'll do a few circles. Sorry, I got the air going, but let's close the garage. There we go, it's closing. Cool. It's going to be a little tough to see just because it's at night. Let's drive around to see if that C changes. If not, we'll go to a parking lot and just do some circles. But I figured I would at least try doing it this way first because I've heard that it works just from driving around, you know, and turning and stuff. So let's see if it works. All right, so I've been driving around a little bit and it's still showing a C, but we're gonna go to a parking lot and see if that works. But does anybody else hate this auto start stop thing? I know you can turn it off, but it's really, I'm not a big fan of it. So I usually end up turning it off. Plus with in the summertime when it's really warm, you know, the AC kind of shuts down. It doesn't blow as cold. So it's a little bit annoying. So I'm just gonna turn it off real quick. So much better. We are in an empty parking lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive in circles, see if that works, which a lot of people say that is the way to do it. So let's see if that works. Oh, wow. Okay. So it literally worked as soon as I started doing a circle. I don't know if it's because, you know, I was driving around beforehand or what, but hey, I literally did a half a circle and it clicked on. So there we go. Cool. All right, so let's head back home and, you know, wrap this up. I'm really liking this nice little mirror. Kind of hard to see right now in the dark, but you know what it looks like. So, all right, let's head back home and wrap it up. So we are pulling into the garage, so let's try this out. Bam. Awesome. I love OEM solutions. Finished with the install. Super simple, super easy. Absolutely love this. Like I said, it's an OEM solution. It comes in the SX model. It doesn't come in any other trim lower than that. Which is a shame because you spend, you know, a decent amount of money on these things, and I feel like a Homelink mirror is kind of something that they should put in basically all of their trim levels. But either way, this is, you know, 250 bucks or so. I'll leave a link below if anybody is interested in picking it up. It is definitely worth it because now you don't have to carry any of the remotes or anything like that, especially if you have multiple garage doors. It's so much easier to just obviously program it to the mirror. This is also auto dimming as well, so you don't have to worry about the glare and all that stuff. It'll do it automatically. But yeah, very, very simple install. I hope this kind of clears some things up. If you guys are interested in doing this, you don't have to go to the dealer and spend, you know, probably about $500–600 for them to do this. You can pick it up yourself for the $250 or so and knock it out. It's simply just a plug and screw it in and you're done. Like I said, for the lower models, for the LX and the S, you're going to have to do a little bit more wiring. So it's going to be a little bit more complicated, but it is possible if you do want it. But for the EX, it's obviously super, super simple with just the plug. Yeah, guys, that is all I got for you for tonight. If you have any questions at all on how to install the mirror, or you have any questions at all in general about the car, be sure to ask them below. I'll be more than happy to answer. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you in the next one.